it has been something that a lot of people get very hot under the collar about, isn't it? When you think about the idea that Tony Blair, a man who many people think is responsible for opening the door to the mass migration issue that we have today, education, which has, as far as I can tell, saddled a heck of a lot of people with a lifetime of debt to go and do Mickey Mouse degrees. We did have the Iraq War, didn't we, which cannot be glossed over. Where were those weapons of mass destruction? What was going on there, Tony? What did you really know about how likely it was we would find those weapons of mass destruction? And now, to a much lesser extent, an alleged £1 million donation to the Labour Party to help ban fox hunting. Charlotte Griffiths joins me now, the editor-at-large of the Mail on Sunday. Charlotte, should we strip Tony of his knighthood?
I think we probably should, shouldn't we? I mean, it's a bit of a mystery why he got one in the first place, because, well, the Queen gave it to him, and by all accounts, the Queen didn't even like him very much. And now we find out from his own spin doctor that he took £1 million to ban fox hunting, which was a debate that has caused huge controversy for years and years and years. And then, of course, there's the much more controversial thing with Iraq. So, you know, why is he being knighted when he cannot tell the truth and his own spin doctors reveal he can't tell the truth?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of people think that Tony Blair did a huge amount of good for this country. Some other people think the exact opposite, don't they? And there is also the deal that was done with the IRA. I mean, you can really rattle off a heck of a lot of stuff here about Tony, can't you? I mean, realistically, though, what are the chances of this guy being stripped of a knighthood? I mean, it only happens to, like, society's worst wrong-uns, doesn't it?
I think the actual likelihood of it happening is pretty slim, but you know, there are polls that say that only 14% of this country think he should have got one in the first place. He will have to, I mean, as more and more comes out about the Iraq War and more documents get declassified, I wonder whether there might be a moment where the whole nation sort of really does call for him to be stripped. But it's kind of relevant now because he's getting involved in Keir Starmer's campaign. So we need to, you know, he's starting to get involved again. So he's raising his head above the parapet and he might expect to get a bit of slack for that.
No, indeed. I don't think there would be a huge amount of public backlash if Sir Tony was stripped of it, personally.
No,
and you think that now, potentially, that he is re-entering the political foreground, that could be the moment to do it?
I think so. I think, you know, he really is sort of meddling. It's what he loves to do best, Tony Blair, isn't it? He can't help but meddle in things. And he's getting involved. So, you know, he's going to be under the microscope again. And he can, for the rest of his life, he knows perfectly well, for the rest of his life, Iraq will be a thorn in his side. And we'll be looking closely at his behaviour.
Remarkable. It is remarkable. Talk about things like truth and decency, and we see that. I mean, I know there's been inquiries into this, and, you know, he's been largely exonerated and everything. But, you know, it is an issue nonetheless. Look, Charlotte, thank you very much. Short and sweet tonight, but great to have you on nonetheless. Charlotte Griffiths there.